And just gonna confer with Kurt Treatment for a few seconds as they do lock it in. And once again, Cloud9 stare down at the draft. They're like, oh, that's pretty good. We're pretty happy with what we put together.
This is Dardoch trying to make a play onto Jensen.
Yep, this is what we expected. Early aggression here onto Jensen. He's got the flash, trying to get out of it. Doesn't want to get body slammed. Just is very patient and gets out without burning a summoner.
Whoa, that was some next level play by Jensen right there. And Meteos goes in.
Meteos, huge knock up there as Nap's actually bubbled up as well. That's a flash ball, but Sneaky gonna move in for it. Damage not quite there. Meteos snared up, but the Praise Seeker barely lets Matt live.
31 health, so teams trade ganks. Cloud9 consume 3 flashes in the process of that, but do get 3 summoners back. Maybe that's what Meteos is open for, but Dardoch reads this. And just like in game 1, these junglers are usually in the same place.
Spotted, I think, though, because Dardoch got
gank potential, but they landed on Matt.
Yeah, Matt actually knockups there. The teleport's in, but first blood already goes to the Rek'Sai. Dardoch, though, back in onto Sneaky, and Lourlo's down as well. fabbbyyy able to get that kill, but Impact going to try and turn things around. Does ulti himself after a good little snare, but C9 can't follow back in. Now Impact's going to get body slammed. That'll force him to flash out of the way. And TL with the teleport first. Snare off Impact. Lourlo's going to try and take him down, but fabbby's not in range for the final shot.
Yeah, and the kills actually go over in favor of Team Liquid because they get the kill onto fabbbyyy, whereas Cloud9 got first blood onto Meteos. The first blood will matter a little bit, and Impact's got a juke, or otherwise he's dead.
He can't. Oh, Juke's the last one. No, can't get the crit bullet out. Dardoch even in with the ulti.
Yeah, he got that hint of move speed from the Nami, which allowed him to dodge shot number 3, but fabbbyyy rings true with the 4th shot guaranteed crit and turn that into a favorable trade. It's also fairly easy for a Lissandra of this level to wave clear. The Fear will come in if they ever get into a lane freeze situation. Matt flashes in. It takes a lot of damage.
Looks for Smoothie. Matt's actually going to get it turned around, but Sneaky hits a bullet. Hawk shot. Little short now. Dardoch's back. Meteos is here as well. Dardoch, though, body slams in. Meteos blocks it effectively.
But now they go for Drake. And teleports could come in from Team Liquid if they want to contest.
This is spotted, but
or Dardoch can
committing for it. Oh, Dardoch finds Jensen, gets the ulti back in as well. Straight into Rune Prisoners. Jensen somehow zips out. Impact now in there as the teleport comes in. Arrow into Lourlo could be enough, but fabbbyyy shooting from the backlines as well. Ulti goes in as Dardoch slides Impact. Last bullet smacks Meteos in the face as well. And now Smoothie could be the next target. Lourlo takes a bite out, but TL don't keep going.
Beautiful CC chain there onto Jensen. Dardoch goes really quick for the initiation. This is the aggressiveness we talked about in the pregame that we wanted to see from Team Liquid, and Dardoch is able to execute that.
Performance 3-0-1 right now as Fenix is into the backline.
That's the double teleport.
Gonna maybe have to arrow him, but Smoothie gonna get caught up. Exhaust is down. C9 just turn and run, but Fenix gonna keep snaring. Arrow's good, but the lockdown's there from the Jhin at long range. And Smoothie gonna keep getting chased. Fenix needs one more spell and delivers the overload straight to the back.
Yeah, Sneaky can only do so much to save Smoothie in that situation, and without a turret, they push into the lane. And that's just an oversight by Cloud9. Obviously, they don't want to be denied the farm, but Fenix didn't have to teleport into that last fight, so they still had the one teleport up, and they're able to get a kill off of it. Now Jensen's pushed up in the mid lane. Things are getting dicey for C9.
Yeah, forced to ulti out, but snared up by Ryze still. Matt's actually here. He collects the kill with an auto. Jensen burns a flash and still dies for it. TL up 6 kills to 1 already. Yeah, all been started by this man as well. Dardoch maybe looking for a dive. fabbbyyy opens up on the ulti. Sneaky gonna force the tidal wave out as he eats
nice
from Bard. But that's too much CC. Liquid gonna take him out. And
yeah, they just continue to crush. Like, that was beautiful by Team Liquid. And then Lourlo's going for Impact too.
Looking for the solo kill. Needs another auto. Lourlo dives the turret and takes him out. Team Liquid are going crazy.
Everything on Cloud9 is just falling apart.
Wonderful dive again.
And we talked about C9 not being able to catch up. There's no Azir here for the wave clear, so why is Sneaky necessarily there? They try and zonal tidal wave, but Sneaky gets chain CC, Bardal to Rune Prison. The Jhin W didn't even hit him, and then Impact in the top lane just gets soloed. Lourlo has a Spectre's Cowl, so he's pretty big. He flashes in knowing Impact doesn't have a flash, and he uses Claw already, so Lourlo just easily picks up the kill.
TL just have too much presence on this top half of the map.
Yeah, and a lot of presence from Dardoch.
That's so greedy, Jensen!
Whoa.
Tried to take the Raptor, zips away. Does get out from under it, but
yep,
barely escaped that situation as Fenix takes the top outer. Should not be too far away. And Jensen almost again eats it, dodges the snare as well. Talk about how good he is in a macro situation. Matt gonna move back towards the tower. Good flash out, but the tower collects him, and Jensen collects a ridiculous outplay.
That was insane. Like, the number of things he did to outplay to make that kill happen. How do you do that? Like, he did everything right, but now Fenix also in danger of being dove.
Here's the dive, but Lourlo's here, locked up with the Frozen Tomb, and Fenix able to flash out of the way. Shield pops in, Sneaky taking damage, but he just face tanks it to try and get him. Lourlo wants in, but he has to flash out to safety. Whoa! Comes back down and takes out Sneaky, but he's going to die for it.
We're going to see a pause.
Alrighty then.
We're definitely going to see a pause for that. And this is going to be super interesting because that was what looked like a super, super old bug that you haven't seen for a while. It's one of those, when you get knocked up into the air, you stay there for longer. But what looked like was happening is Lourlo was still hitting Sneaky while he was in the air, which resulted in his death because Sneaky couldn't notice that was happening. Oh boy, this is going to be a really difficult decision for the referees to make a judgment on. Okay, this is the reason why we're paused, by the way. So the dive begins. Everyone on C9 kills Fenix first, but then something should work as a knockup. It would be,
Unburrow.
The Unburrow hits the Trundle, and that sends him into the sky. And then as he's coming back down, Sneaky can't see him, and he gets killed. So a lot of times, the team that is affected by the bug will be offered a remake, but I'm not entirely sure what'll happen in this situation because it's like no one has any, like there was no agency here for Team Liquid to like want this bug, but technically like this is an incredibly favorable game for Team Liquid and a really high percentage win. So I think either way, it's actually a bad situation for TL right here, and maybe C9 gets really lucky because that could potentially be the outcome. That I think is fairly clearly a bug. I think it may have impacted the Sneaky. I'm not going to make a statement. This is totally the referees.
Obviously.
Talking myself into a hole right now. But, I mean, that's one of the ways that this could happen.
Even in that last 1v1, he like dodged riposte stun with just a little bit of movement.
And we're going to get to see this in slow motion this time, exactly the timing of Lourlo getting knocked up in the air before he finishes off Sneaky. So the Unburrow hits right as the flash happens. And then, like, notice the spot where he was up in the air. So technically, he might be able to move a little bit in the air right now, and he drops down in essentially what looked like a different place. So it looks like when Lourlo was up in the sky, he may have had a little bit of control of his character. He just wasn't visible to Cloud9.
So, I mean, he's probably there sitting there buffering inputs. Like, he would
able
be
to take damage.
Grass procced, by the way, I noticed that.
And technically, if Sneaky had, like, locked on and kept right-clicking, based on my knowledge, Lourlo would have continued to take damage. It's just you can't reacquire someone when he's up in the sky like that. So this play is obviously under review because it's incredibly pivotal.
Welcome back. Hi, guys. Nice to see you again. Great series so far, I have to say. These two teams have just shown so much in both these games. I think Liquid answered a lot of our questions, no matter what happens in this next few minutes.
Yeah, I also hear that they're going to continue the review. Potentially, we're going to be going to the analyst desk shortly, but for now, we're going to continue to sing this. Oh, well, no, I see some copy. I'm going to start reading it. This is an update. Due to the bug, C9 has been offered a remake, and they have accepted. So while we get that locked down, big decision right there, obviously. I think it was obviously, in my opinion, it was the right call. That was a clear bug that resulted in his death, and it's really unfortunate for Team Liquid, in my opinion. But while they set up the next game, since it's going to be completely new picks and bans, we're going to go back to the analyst desk for some discussion on the series so far.